Clint, you got your beer, Chug?
Oh, do I need a beer to chug? Be right back.
I'm very disappointed in everyone.
Or
a
shot,
It's
something.
optional now. Apparently. So
We will do it in the spirit.
1 second.
We're gonna have some chugs going on for sure.
If at all possible. Oh my gosh. That video. Is David gonna come in?
Drew.
Andrew?
Sorry, your buddy?
Andrew? No, man, he's fucked up, man. I was watching his little live video.
Yeah.
did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was super fucked up at a bar in Missouri.
Dude, yeah, we got a message by this bar that's like trying to open up. They're like, "Yo, we'll give you guys a $200 tab. Come live at our bar and just come drink there and go live." So that's what they're all doing right now.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I popped in for a little bit, watched it, and I chatted with him for a second. I was like, "Yo, man, see you in like an hour." And he was like, "Oh yeah, man, he's see you in an hour." I was like, You're not coming.
I literally texted that dude a little while ago. I was like, "Yo, things are getting all set, man." And he's like, "Hey, you trying to hop in and go live while we're at this bar?" And I'm like, all right, you're done. You're done for the day, buddy. Like,
Yeah. This might be a little smoother. Yeah.
they're like a weird snowball, you know what I'm saying? Like one of those assholes will just caveat more drinking, and then that's how it goes in Kansas City, where everybody's just, they drink a disgusting amount. So one of them being there, okay, I could see it happening. Two of them, but like 5 or 6 of them, game over, dude.
Good old boys, man. Just drinking.
That's funny.
Yeah, they're
Well,
gross.
should we just get into it?
Let's get into it.
Fellers ready?
Absolutely.
So, hey there. Welcome. Bear City Fire Say It Loud podcast, episode 70. Or as I call it, 69 plus 1. There's before 69 and there's after 69.
That's just good class math right there.
Yeah. Welcome. I'm Matt. Got Brett here with me. Got Joe.
Hello.
Got Clint.
Hello.
Ryan.
Yo.
And our special guest, old friend, doing some really cool stuff now we're going to talk about, Gary Still. What's up, Gary?
Oh, not a whole lot, man. How you guys doing?
Yeah, doing well, man. Surviving the early days of post-COVID, I guess. It's cured, I guess. It's all gone. All the stores are open. Everything's okay. Yeah.
Beautiful thing.
Wow. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Welcome, Gary. So, Gary, we know y'all from music for many years. Brett and I know you as one of the agents at our apartment. We can talk about that. And now we know you from a little Facebook group community that's kind of blowing up right now, right? I mean, I would think so.
Yeah, it's like 330,000 members or something like that.
Still around there, yeah.
Quarantined Beer Chugs.
Nice.
We thought in the spirit of Quarantined Beer Chugs, where you can go, there's videos of people chugging beers all the time. Brett and I thought if anybody wants to join, we'd chug a beer that's not meant to be chugged, but from Fourth Tap.
Little fourth tap.
IPA here. I'm going to put a towel down. I don't want my stuff to get...
We're rocking the real ale, Devil's Backbone.
See if I can trick anybody into thinking this is beer.
Well, not anymore.
Hey, anybody out of state? No idea. No idea.
When I go down to
Waterloo beer, people.
those
You
water,
got your cider, Joe, or what are you doing there?
Devil's Backbone.
Oh, you're doing backbone? Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
We're looking at you, Real Ale. Sponsorship.
This is the only way to get this started. You guys are absolutely spot on.
If anybody is trying to sponsor,
I'm terrible at this.
Yeah, I haven't done this since I was golfing like 5 years ago with a Bud Light. Now it's with an IPA. So
Oh God.
I'm doing the shotgun.
My
huh?
best, though.
here, let's have an occasion. Let's this is a chug to Star Wars Day.
Ooh.
Oh,
May the chug be with
May
you.
the force
Chug
be
me
with
with
you.
chug be
May
with
the
Alright.
chug be with you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That was excellent. Wow. Now I know why you guys started this. Oh boy. Chugging IPAs, loving it. Wow.
Let's get into it.
Yeah,
All right, so
brave choice with the IPA. You know?
yeah. I've got some sexy Miller High Life for later.
Nice.
I got some.
And in the spirit, if you guys, I don't mind drinking some beers during this. So, or if anybody wants to take a drink, I can play a little game through it. I have a little card game called Play 9. It's a golf game, but it's got numbers on it. If you feel like you want to take a drink, let me know. I'll pull a card for you. And have yourself a drink.
We actually nobody did it. I just in post. I just went cut. I'm
Yeah.
starting to us being done with.
I'm gonna be honest. I only drank half of mine, and I don't feel bad about myself.
Oh, Clint.
Didn't let the folks drink alone.
Gary, so
Yeah.
we can get into some of the history, but let's not bury the lead here. Let's talk about Quarantined Beer Chugs. So this obviously spurned by the lifestyle we've all been leading the last couple months, right?
Oh yeah. Quite honestly, the group itself kind of came as more of a surprise to me. Andrew Biley, who like hit that button on the create, you know what I'm saying? This dude had sent me an invite for it, and it was like a Friday or something. I was at work, and I'd gotten this invite for Quarantined Beer Chugs. And, I've known Andrew since kindergarten. I was like, what this shit is this? I opened it up. He's just like, yo, I'm just trying to get all of our homies together to chug some beers and not feel so crazy during this quarantine thing. But, it's a Friday afternoon. I'm at work. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to drink anything right now. Literally by the end of that weekend, I think there was like 40,000 folks in there, all just submitting videos of them chugging beers.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I think originally Andrew had invited like 15 of us, I want to say. Some of us are, obviously I'm down here in Austin, the majority of them are in Kansas City. And then, we've got some folks like out west in Oregon and stuff. So, it was just kind of like a way to kind of bring us all together and be like, hey, I know we're all drinking, so let's do that here.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it spread like a pandemic of sorts.
Yes.
I wish I could put my finger on one.
A pandemic of beer chugs.
Yeah. That is great. I mean, did you expect so it sounds like it was just meant to be, hey, let's catch up, let's get together virtually with our buddies, have a beer chug, just be social. Were you surprised by the response of how many people wanted to engage in that?
Dude, the weirdest part was, this, well, even now it's still a private group. So it's not like, any random folks could just like stroll in and like throw some videos down. So I think that was the most surprising thing, is to see that like from our little initial group, this many people wanted to just share themselves getting hammered at home, Well,
let's not create too much of a barrier of entry here for people if they want to join. If you go to Quarantine Beer Chugs, you basically just have to like the page and then say that you like beer.
Yeah.
And then
I might even be the one that taps you in. I don't know.
Yeah, I just got mine recently. I was very, very excited.
Yeah.
Well, I like some of the rules too. Like, nothing political, nothing just that isn't involving beer chugs, it seems like. And I'm all for it. And I know you guys have some music too, which is really cool. But
yeah.
There's rules, man. You gotta have rules. It's like that.
That was definitely one of the things that started pretty quickly after, I think that Sunday afterwards, we were like starting to host music, because we thought it'd be a cool idea, just because there's so many just random folks that are just in the group and, watching what's going on and like watching other people. And they had started to like, kind of pay attention to how things were shaping up there. But we thought it'd be a great idea to just start having live music on there, because just like, so many other industries, like all the live music folks, they were just shut out, and it sucked. And having people being able to come on there and just, hey, I know you guys are all getting hammered, just like you would be in a bar. Here's my PayPal information. Like it's a cool little segue that if you can't go out and play at an actual bar, we thought, hey, just come play for these drunk people. Good enough.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I did like. I mean, the rules are pretty good. I mean, they're generally good community rules. Like, well, I guess the overarching theme and rule is don't be a dick, right? Is that kind of the big thing?
That's like on a T-shirt, actually.
Yeah.
Is it keep chugging?
Not everybody.
Don't be a dick? Something like
Keep
that.
chugging, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
That's good.
You think, in general, it's just like, yeah, I mean, there's some leeway, obviously, when you're in a group that just chugs beers, but for the most part, just don't be a dick. I mean,
yeah, it's hard to police the drunk,
Yeah.
Ask the police.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it is, it is kind of geared around this idea of, community, and you guys have gone so far. Now it's, it's about coming together with your friends far away, doing these chugs, making super awesome chugging videos, but it's also a charitable effort, right? I mean, you guys are like helping out some communities. I think in Missouri, what is it, the Northland?
So Feed Northland Kids, yeah.
Feed Northland Kids, yeah, and the USBG National Charity Foundation.
Yeah, which is just the Bartenders Guild.
Yeah.
For the most part. Well, a lot of the folks on our like admin team, they worked in bars or played in bars, So we kind of focused our first efforts that way. But yeah, definitely the first thing I think we set in kind of motion was just getting merchandise out, all of which, any of the QBC stuff that you see floating around, like the hats, the t-shirts, all of the gear, all those proceeds are going directly to those charities. So we've just been trying to generate ways of, everybody's already together here.
Yeah.
And like, why not do something even better than just making ourselves feel all right in quarantine? Like, we can do more, like everybody can be a part of a bigger situation, especially with these the charities that we've picked out. I feel like everybody can just pay their little tiny part, and it's good to go.
That's awesome.
And it seems like you've got a nice setup going. So I originally was on their Facebook page trying to like navigate through that, and then I found the actual website, the Beer Chugs, quarantinedbeerchugs.com.
Yeah,
It gives you kind of everything you need to know. So if you are looking to buy merch, there's a whole website. Is the owner named James Hudson? Is that his name? Of
correct.
Berserk? Is it Berserk Athletics?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and it seems like a pretty legit setup. It's like so went on there, and it's like you would see at any other like athletic wear, and then there's a specific link just for Quarantined Beer Chugs that has all your merch on it.
For sure, yeah. And James has been awesome, man. Like just with the sheer amount and volume of what he's been able to like offer folks. Again, it's just been really cool. Like all this happened, and it feels like we kind of had like this weird team that just kind of built around it. That like, once we had like a goal and a directive, like, hey, dude, let's try to do good things this way and that way. Everybody that we've been involved with has just been nothing but awesome.
And it's pretty sweet, man. It looks like you're partnered with several people too. I was checking out. You've got Three Halves Brewing Company, which brewed a beer specifically for you guys. It's a wheat beer, right? I believe it's a wheat beer.
Yeah, the old QBC wheat.
QBC wheat.
And they shipped me some down. It was
pretty good.
Nice. Yeah.
And also you have Buzz WTR, which donates every time there's someone posts a video of them drinking beers. And
The
then
old Buzzwater,
Industrial
yeah.
Hemp Farms, which is based out of Colorado, looks like.
Say that one more time.
The Industrial Hemp Farms, which is based out of Colorado. And
Yeah, by our buddy Dano, for sure.
it seems like they're giving you a link for people that are a part of the group. They can go in and get a percent if you type in the code. And then anything sold with that code, they're donating a percent of those proceeds.
Yeah.
That's great, man. And there's a few other too. Is there a pizza joint? And then does Andrew also work at a place called Longboard?
Longboards is this amazing restaurant that started in Kansas City. They do all these fantastic wraps, and they've been kind of a part of not only like my life, but everybody that's been involved in the Kansas City area with QBC. They're kind of ingrained in all of us. Pretty awesome. But yeah, I know they for sure, no problem. We're on board. I know they did some. I think we did some lunches for some firefighters and some. A couple of police stations there in Kansas City, and they did lunches for them too. But yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's so cool to see all that stuff because I'm sure I don't know, who knows like what you guys thought was going to happen when you started it, but like even just for me to kind of see that, I think it was probably a couple days after you put up the page, and like, most of my feed was just like people really confused or scared or, kind of everything going on or just bummed out, and to kind of like scroll and just see just this super different energy, just somebody just pounding a beer, and just like, and then everyone being super excited and commenting on it. And like, it's just like, whoa, dude, this is awesome. It's nice. It's refreshing, man. I don't know.
What are some of the best videos you've seen?
I was chatting with Brian a little bit earlier about this, and there's just so many that come in, and some of them are like live. People will be posting this directly to the page. Sometimes, you'll get people that share stuff. But most recently, I had seen one that I think was shared to the page, and this dude just rolls this tall boy across his deck, and the snapping turtle's like back, and he shotguns it.
I gotta show that. I have it right here. I'm gonna share my.
Ooh.
Dude, yeah.
You have it? Okay. Awesome.
Share that screen, Brian. Share that screen.
Pull up.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh,
Oh, one more time.
where do you get a
Man,
I
snapping
love it
turtle?
so much.
Oh,
Wow.
Dude, that's great.
That's
Man,
why
that
I
makes me
do
wanna
the
drink.
deed.
It's just at the right moment too. Just
Oh,
right.
man.
I would like to enjoy a beer. How many sips should I take?
Wow.
2. Oh, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
long
that's-
enough. Go for it.
yeah, bro. Don't try it again.
Gary, man, I was just on the page about an hour ago, and there's did you see the guy that posted about an hour ago?
The Jim Beam chug.
He chugged a whole bottle of Jim Beam.
oh,
Is that going to be
Oh,
is that
no.
going to, are you going to get rid of that on the site? Seems like a conflict of interest.
I mean, so there's a weird line between what you do want to keep off, which is why we have a set of rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
Got to make rules for people.
there's a lot of people that are going to do a lot of stupid stuff. We can't necessarily tell you not to do stupid stuff, but there are things that, we don't like. Following those don't be a dick guidelines.
Right.
We don't advocate for any sort of minor drinking, obviously.
Yeah.
That are being racist, homophobic, those types of things. We try to keep that off. Of course, we do have a lot of content that's flowing through, so we absolutely rely a lot on people calling people out. Like what it really comes down to is, we need to see people reporting these people because we like to get them out. And I know sometimes you'll see folks that are kind of scrolling through the page and like, well, I saw this, and sometimes things will slip through, but the overall idea is that this is a place where everybody can come to online, and not have to worry about stuff like that, not have to.
All right. So should we report the guy who chugged a whole bottle of Jim Beam? It's on your desk right now.
That depends on if you consider that a bad idea.
That's a terrible idea.
I mean, he cut it out, but he must have puked it up, right? How do you? Yeah, I don't know.
I gotta think. Look, I read the comments like immediately. The first comment was like, "You gonna die."
I don't know, man. I guess I'm desensitized. I've seen some really awful chugs in there, and it's just like, hey, man, if that's your life.
Yeah, is there chug shaming?
It's
what if somebody takes a long time? What about that? But they still wanted the spirit of it.
Honestly, you do see people that get on there. It's so funny. Yeah, you'll see people that get on there like, that wasn't good enough. Well, that wasn't. And it's like, shut up, dude. Like,
Shut up.
Shut up. Chill out, dude.
That's just the internet.
Yeah. No, but we do we do boot things and boot people, especially with our live music. I'm just one of the, like, I just do not tolerate people being any sort of like negative towards people that are still trying to like provide you with live music, So there's these things that, definitely within QBC, like that goes across the board with like moderators and stuff too. It's just like, bro, if you're going to be an a-hole to anybody that's playing live music for you, like, we'll see you.
Right.
I guess like real life rules should apply virtually as well.
At the bar, dude. At the bar, you got to go.
Yeah, totally.
Like, rules are really thought out because you've got a couple rules here that are like, you don't have to drink. It's just preferred, but you don't have to do that at all, and no drinking and driving and stuff. So it's cool to see. It feels thought out.
I like the no memes unless they're party memes.
Dude, some of these rules have obviously, like they were put in place pretty early on.
Yeah.
We're crafty. They're like, but it is partying if you think about the 17th century. Okay.
Internet will find a way. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Man.
How big was the group when you realized you're gonna need some rules? How many people did it take that you're like, okay, we got to have some guidelines?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Happened right away.
Oh yeah.
Rules were,
it's been such a wild kind of explosion, and I think one of the main things is just trying to learn as it's happening how we can funnel this to definitely to different parts of the nation, not just Kansas City. I think recently we had Jackie Vincent on who.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
The show.
cool. Yeah.
Gosh, she crushes.
Yeah.
I think she donated all of her stuff to the home fund here. So, like trying to get everybody involved from their own neighborhoods is definitely, I think, our approach right now.
Yeah. How do you, the fascinating part to me is that you still have a friend from kindergarten that you're in contact with. Like, how do you do that? I don't understand. Like, were you guys still in contact, like, from then till now? Or did you used to, like, chug chocolate milk? Like, how do you stay with somebody like that forever?
Yeah, that's it's so funny.
Chocolate milk helps.
I met Andrew in kindergarten, and I don't think we've ever really lost communication like through the span of our lives. Super weird, right? Yeah, everybody's got their own shit going on. You go get married, you go do your own thing, you move here or there. But yeah, this dude's been my day ones since the beginning, his family and my family, dude. Super weird.
Man, that's incredible, man. I think I have my best friend that I have now. I went to sixth grade with, but we really connected when we went to a class in the summer called Knowing Mowing, a lawn mowing safety course. We accidentally showed up there together. We're like, hey, you're my, yeah, this is it. Nintendo 64 for life and lawn mowing. Here we go.
How long can that class be? Like, how many things are there to
Like
know?
40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody got to do a pass. You get to do one down and back. Yeah.
So
Basically, make
good.
sure you don't trip into the lawnmower. And then we thought we were
Line
going
those damn wheels up. What
Yeah.
else?
maybe
then
maybe
they said you get a
proper
free hat
stretching.
with it. What's that?
Maybe some proper stretching too beforehand. You know, you don't.
You didn't discuss it. You know what? This was a pre-69 lawn mowing course. So they didn't, they're not advanced yet.
One of
really
those-
did it because they were going to give us free hats. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get a sweet like Yankees hat or something like that. And it was just like a mesh cap in white. It said just knowing mowing on there. I was like, I wish
still
now I
have
do
it?
wish I still had it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
I
work
feel like
out.
Brett gave you some eyes there when you started talking about your best friend.
Oh, jealous.
Ooh.
Well,
Super jelly.
unfortunately for my best friend, Brett and I are now common law married.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
Yeah.
again,
Going on like 2 years now.
A lot of benefits to that, actually.
yeah, mostly physical.
Gary, I don't know if you knew this, but when we moved into the apartments where you worked at, we got a sweet deal because
Yeah.
our real estate agent, I'm pretty sure thought we were gay
Mhm.
and hooked us up with the first month.
It's like they were
free.
trying to diversify your apartment complex
Yeah.
over there or something like that.
Okay, hold on. So,
Rest, Gary. Put
how
it.
serious as that would have been. I think it was just because you guys were right off of Riverside. They're like, please move in here. Like,
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we know they needed bodies.
couple
there.
murders. Like,
No, it was dude, Burton Street. Was
Yeah.
there 7 deaths in
remember
one
the
year?
prostitutes
Sure,
walking
sure
up and
was.
down? Oh,
Right.
Yeah, did we walk out to prostitutes out in the parking lot?
We sure did.
Yes, we did.
so bad. So bad.
We're like,
I remember when my scooter like got half stolen. I was like, oh, I should go tell the office once, and I think you were in there. And we walked out. You were just like smoking a cigarette, just casually, like it all happens all the time. Like you're a detective on like a homicide. You've seen it so much. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna use this time to smoke a cigarette. It's like, yeah, what are you gonna do?
It was so.
Yeah.
It was literally so bad. Well, honestly, I had some really good times there, but
Oh yeah.
being at a place
Yeah, we
like
did
that
too.
and working at a place like that was awful.
Yeah.
I would have a couple folks over and I'd run out to, the parking lot. I lived on the other side of the street from
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
I'd run over there and I'd be getting something out and I'd turn around and there'd just be like some tall, shadowy figure of the night. like trying to sell me like a camcorder. Like, oh, dude, it's awful. As a grown man, I was like,
Yeah.
leave me alone. So bad.
I remember, I don't know if you were still there at this time, but I remember like around one Christmas, the main office got broken into. In the mailroom, and a bunch of shit got stolen, like TVs. I lost a mic stand, and then the apartment complex, the management sent us all a letter, and they basically said, "Hey, you guys need to be careful and lock your stuff up. Make sure we want to keep a safe community." It's like, wait, your shit is the shit that got broken into, not ours. It's like trying to like put it on us. They didn't do anything about it. I don't think people who lost everything. It's just like, sorry, someone went into our mailroom. Definitely not an inside job.
All I want to say is that in the defense of that company at that time, we also had children that were just breaking into the leasing office. And you remember it was like a 2-story leasing office,
Oh yeah.
plus the ground floor where the pool was. And these dudes were like somersaulting off of the roof. So it was like, man, there's kids that were just like potentially dying.
Yeah.
geez,
There's a lot of babysitting adults, isn't it?
a good time at that. The other day I just found my arrangement T-shirt that I got from
Oh, the black and red one?
the red one from the crawfish. that we had.
Oh, the crawfish boy. Oh my God. I still
Yeah,
have.
we did that.
That's cool. You guys didn't like Fair City Fire do a gig or something?
We did.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah,
like you
right, yeah.
guys, the power, like, well, it was like late at night. Everybody brought lamps out and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went back to my apartment and grabbed like 3 or 4 lamps and brought them out.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did
That's
not give a
myself.
shit what anybody did there ever. Like,
Oh no.
hey, we're doing this. Like, cool. Can I bring my cocaine dealer? They're like, sure,
Does he
sure,
live here?
sure.
Does he have
Keep
first
good
and last?
pictures.
All the smalls were gone, so now all I have is large, just very large arrangement T-shirts. just
Good.
to have them.
They've upgraded though lately. They've gotten very hip. They're now the Array.
Oh wow.
Yeah, very sexy. Great.
I think
Hey.
shorter is better generally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it sexy. Yeah.
Think like
Streamline. If you're playing at home, let's go with an 8.
Oh,
Big 8.
Oh,
8, huh?
8 you say?
Are you still in that business, Gary? Do you still do like management, apartment stuff, or real
I
estate?
do. I won't name the company right now. Obviously, they'd be embarrassed.
Oh, wow.
question.
We got
No,
5
it's
minutes
funny.
left.
No, I've talked to a lot of them, and they're I know what you're doing. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I work in West Campus right now, actually. So it's been a legitimate eye-opening experience with all of this, and I've the building that I'm with right now. I was there from like it's building up, seeing so many residents, with UT and the way the virus hit and stuff, dude. It's night and day, and it was literally my first like wake up to what was going on. Was just communicating with all these folks, and like you see everybody's having their own specific situation that is going on, and it's really good to have a step outside of, but this whole shit has been super real for a lot of families, and it's just wild. It's wild seeing both sides of it. That's all.
Yeah. We're at the we're gonna have to go to the hurry up offense now because we're gonna run short on time. So let's do one thing I definitely wanted to do to end the show is maybe do a little game kind of a thing, have a little activity. And what I'd like to do is you guys think of some movies. Think of a movie where if you replaced one word with the word chug, that it would make it better. So I was thinking some earlier, Indiana Jones and the Chug of Doom.
Ooh, the longest chug.
Boom. There you go. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Snow White and the Seven Chugs.
Chug Vengeance.
What?
Chug Hard 3 with a Vengeance.
Oh, yeah, that's on our list.
That might be up there.
Yeah,
How about Chugahontas?
Honey, I Shrunk.
Am I doing it right?
Honey,
About Chug
Honey, I
Hard.
chugged
Yeah.
Honey, I chugged the kids.
Honey, I Chugged the Kids.
No.
How about Chug Alone 2, Lost in New York?
Ooh.
The Karate Chug Part 2.
Yeah. There you go.
To the Chug.
What is it?
Back to the Chug.
Back to the
Ooh,
Chug. I
that's
like
good.
it.
That's good.
Star Wars Day. Let's do episode 5. What is it? The Empire chugs back.
Perfect. I think we nailed this.
I wish we had I'm trying to come up with a lot more. I wish we had more time.
Revenge of the. You can just do all the
Yep. James and the Giant Chug.
Star Wars movies.
Oh,
Revenge of the
That's
Chug.
good.
That's good. James and the Giant Chug is good.
Gone in 60 chugs. Anyways, yeah, you can feel free to put any of those on a shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
At QBC, was it Berserk Athletic?
Just take movies and put them in and just put Chug in there.
You got it.
Dude, that would be a fantastic. That would be an awesome challenge for everybody, like a competition to who comes up with the best chug, and we would throw it on a shirt.
It is.
It's a good one.
Cannonball Chug.
Ooh.
Blazing Chugs.
There it is. Yeah.
You're catching on.
Blazing chugs.
Tyler Perry presents Medea's Family Chug.
It goes back to Chug 3.
Kiss and Chug.
The brave little chugger.
Dr. Do Chug.
Ooh.
Here's a game ender. Schindler's Chug.
Oh God. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
All right. So got a minute left. Where can people check out Quarantined Beer Chugs on Facebook? It's easy to find, really. QuarantinedBeerChugs.com.
It is super easy to find. Just type those 3 words in.
Yeah.
When you get on Facebook, good to go.
Yeah, we'll post a link too.
Yeah, we'll put all the links. In the description. Appreciate you coming on, Gary. Gary Stills, we love you, man. It's good to catch up with you again. Fair City Fireboys, keep enjoying your. We're now in a half quarantine, but there's no half measures when it comes to quarantine beer chugs. Let me tell you that.
Oh, no.
What are we gonna do? Yeah, one more.
Chug for the road.
You can.
All right, later.
I'll give you what I got left.
Oh, all over his
Oh,
computer.
Not a chug, but, you know.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Here's fellas. Thank you. Peace be with you.
I
Bye-bye.
saw a girl, then I saw a smile.